All right, this is part 2 from the study guide, IM1 Spring Final. We're going to start with number 15, graph the inequality on a number line. X is greater than 3. All right, we don't have to solve for this one. We just have to make a number line and graph it. So we need to make a number line, and we need to pick 3 and all the numbers greater than 3. Let's put 3 over here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and numbers smaller than 3. 2, 1, 0, negative 1, negative 2. We need to circle the 3, but do not fill it in because there's no equal to sign. So make sure it's greater, which are these numbers which are greater. That's greater than. Also, it's pointing to the right. It's greater than. Okay, next one, number 16. N is less than or equal to negative 4. So let's make some dash marks and let's put negative 4 somewhere on here. And less than would be negative 5, negative 6, negative 7. Greater than would be negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, positive 1. Let's circle this one and fill it in this time because it has the equal to line. So you see the equal to line. And then it's going left because it's less than. Less is less than. Left. There you go. It's pointing to the left. All right, now we have to solve first and then graph it. So we're going to subtract the 12 and subtract the 12. And we get x is greater than negative 2. So we need to make sure that negative 2 is somewhere on here. And numbers that are greater than negative 2 are negative 1, 0, 1, 2. Smaller would be negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6. We're going to circle the negative 2, and we're going to go greater than, which would be to the right. All right, don't fill it in because there's no equal to sign. The next one, we have 5 minus x is greater or equal to negative 8. We need to solve it and graph it. So let's get rid of the 5. Subtract it to both sides. Let's get rid of that so that way x is by itself. And we're still not done yet. That will be negative 13. So on number 18, we have to still divide by a negative 1 to get rid of that negative. When you divide by a negative, don't forget to switch the sign. X is now less than or equal to positive 13. So that means we should have 13 somewhere over here. The bigger than 13 is 14 and 15. And smaller than 13 would be 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. We want to circle the 13 and fill it in because it is equal to. There is the line equal to, and it because we changed the sign, it will be going less than. You can always check your answers to make sure this works. Okay, next we're going to solve for x again. We're going to add 4 to both sides. We get x is less than or equal to 10. That's it for that one. That one's pretty simple. So we have, let's just put 10 right here. Bigger would be 11, 12, and 13. And smaller would be 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, and 5. And we are less than or equal to 10, so we're going to circle it and fill it in. And we're going to go less than. So less than is to the left. It's pointing to the left. All these numbers are less than or equal to 10. Okay, next number. We have negative 5 is negative 5x is greater than negative 40. We're going to solve by dividing by negative 5 to both sides. When you divide by negative, don't forget to switch the sign. Switch the inequality sign to a less than, and then negative 40 divided by negative 5 is 8, positive 8. So this one's going to be less than. So we have 8 and 9 and 10. Smaller would be 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. So less than 8. Circle the 8. And all the numbers get shaded that are less than 8, but not equal to it. Last one, we have x over 3 plus 6 is greater or equal to 10. So we're going to subtract the 6 and subtract the 6. Then we have x over 3 is greater or equal to 4. We're going to multiply by 4 to both sides, so we get x is greater or equal to 12. So we need 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 9, 8, 7, 6. So we're going to go ahead and circle, let's see, it would be 12 because 4 times 3 was 12. So we're going to circle the 12, fill it in. And this time it's greater or equal to, so it's going to go to the right. All right, so make sure you get those ones copied down. Those ones were 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Also, you probably should circle the answers. These ones are already the answer there. And we'll go ahead and circle this one. X is less than or equal to 12, even though I can't see it. No, it's actually greater than. X is greater or equal to 12. Greater or equal to 12. Okay, let's move on. We're going to erase this, and we're going to just do 22, 23. All right, so let's erase this. All right, on 23, we don't have enough of these graphs, so we'll just make our own for some of them. We have to do 22 still, so let's do that first. 22. All right, for 22, we have to subtract 7. And we get 4x is less than 31 minus 7, which is 24. Divide by 4, divide by 4, x is less than 6. We don't have to change any signs on that. So let's find 6. Let's make 6 here. 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and an 8. Let's circle the 6, and let's go less than. So it's this way. All of these numbers to the left. If you want to check your answer, plug in 0. 4 times 0 is 0. 7 is less than 31. All right, 23. This time we have a 2-variable inequalities. We have to graph. We have a y and an x. So it's a straight line. It's either dotted or solid. It's dotted if there's no equal to. We're going to start at the y-intercept. All right, the y-intercept is 1. So on the y-axis, we start at 1. The slope is negative 2. So we're going to go down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1. So we can also go backwards up 2 over 1. But it's still going down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1. So we need to make a dotted line because it's not equal to. This is y is greater than negative 2x plus 1. Now greater than are all the numbers on the y-axis above it. So all over here. But not equal to, so we have a dotted line. That's that one. Okay, 24. Let's graph it right here. We have negative 1. And then we're going up 1 to the right 3. Up 1 to the right 3. 1, 2, 3. And it's a solid line. So this is positive 1, positive 2. So it's a solid line. And it's less than or equal to, so the number is below. So like negative 2. All of these numbers that are below the line would be the answer. And it's equal to, so it's a solid line. Okay, on number 25, we could probably put it over here. We're going to have a y-intercept of 0 because there's no number over here. So we're going to start at the origin 0, 0. And the slope is negative 3. We're going to go down 3 to the right 1 because there's no number on the bottom of the fraction. So it's always to the right 1. Up 3, 1. The only time it's not 1 is if there's a fraction and then they have a denominator. All right, so we're going to go negative 3, and it's a dotted line. And this time it's less than, so below the line. This is below because of the y-axis there. And that's your answer for y is less than negative 3x. Make sure it's going through the origin of 0, 0. Okay, the last one, 26, on this paper, we have is positive 3. Put a point, that's your y-intercept. The slope is 1, up 1 over 1. And it's less than or equal to. So we have to make a solid line, for the equal to, and less than would be underneath. All right, so that's what we have. Okay, let's move on to the rest of them. We have 2 more left, 27 and 28. We'll leave this for a second. Make sure you get this copied down. All right, 27 and 28 are coming up. All right, here's 27. Let's do 27 first. All right, 27 systems of inequalities. We have 2 equations to graph. So we have this graph right here to do. We have a y-intercept of positive 3. That's your y-intercept. And then we have our slope. Our slope is 5. So this one's kind of tricky to do. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1. So it's pretty steep. If you want to go backwards, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1. And then it's a solid line. And it's less than, so underneath. So it's kind of hard to see that this is underneath, but these are the numbers that are less than. Okay, next. So those are less than. All right, now let's do a different color. Let's do blue. We have negative 3 as our y-intercept, so right down here. And we have a negative slope of negative 1, down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1. So here's our negative slope. And this time it is also less than or equal to, so it's down this way. And where it intersects is going to be the answer. So let's just do this in bright pink. All right, so the answer right there, where it intersects. Okay, so that's 27. They were both solid lines. All right, let's do 28. Let's graph this one in pink. We have, well, let's do red again. All right, so we start at 1, because that's your y-intercept of 1. And then we go our slope. Remember, it's rise over run, so it's going to go up 3 because it's positive, up 3, 1, 2, 3 to the right 2. And then 1, 2, 3, 2. And then it's going to be a dotted line. The reason why it's a dotted line is it's not equal to, and it's going to be greater than. So greater than is above the line. All right, next one, let's change colors. Let's do blue again. All right, let's go to negative 3 and put our point, and we're going down 1 to the right 2. The reason why it's down 1 is because it's negative to the right 2. It's always to the right. So here's another point, down 1 to the right 2. Here's another point, down 1 to the right 2. This one's also going to be a dotted line. And this one is greater than, so it's above the line as well. All right, and then I can keep shading this above the line. All right, and then the answer is going to be, let's do it in yellow this time, is where it intersects, where both colors are matching. All right, that's the answer for 28. And that's the end of the study guide. Your test looks just like all this, so good luck. Have a great day.